mole is an amount of substance used for particles too small to see. Atoms, ions, molecules, formula, units counted in chemistry. A mole was defined by carbon-12, the standard that we know. The same number of particles as atoms in 12 grams of carbon-12. One mole, one count, a number strong and true. 6 times 10 to the 23rd particles in view. One mole, one count for substances we cannot see. The mole connects the tiny world to practical chemistry. Avogadro's number tells us the particles in one mole. 6 times 10 to the 23rd, that is the counting goal. 1 mole of copper has atoms, 1 mole of water has molecules, 1 mole of sodium chloride has formula units too. 1 mole, one count, a number strong and true. 6 times 10 to the 23rd particles in view. One mole, one count for substances we cannot see. The mole connects the tiny world to practical chemistry. Relative mass and molar mass. Relative atomic mass compares the mass of atoms carefully. It uses carbon-12 as standard, so masses are measured relatively. Relative molecular mass is used for molecules joined as one. Relative formula mass is used when ionic compounds are done. These relative masses have no units, they compare the masses shown. But molar mass is grams per mole, the mass of 1 mole alone. Chemical formulas, a formula shows the particles and the numbers written low. Subscripts tell the atoms or ions in each particle that we show. In H2O, the 2 means hydrogen. 2 hydrogen atoms are there. But in 1 mole of water, 2 moles of hydrogen atoms are there. 1 oxygen is understood, though no subscript is displayed. So 1 mole of water contains 1 mole of oxygen atoms that way. Subscripts show what one particle contains, and moles in 1 mole too. Do not change them when balancing, or the substance will not stay true. 1 mole, one count, a number strong and true. 6 times 10 to the 23rd particles in view. 1 mole, one count for substances we cannot see. The mole connects the tiny world to practical chemistry. Empirical formula shows the simplest ratio found. Moles of atoms or ions reduced to lowest amounts. Molecular formula shows the actual number in 1 mole. Empirical gives the simplest ratio. Molecular gives the whole. When masses of elements are given, change each mass to moles. Compare the mole amounts, then let the simplest ratio show. Balanced equations follow matter. Nothing is lost or made. Atoms are counted on both sides, so the reaction can be displayed. Coefficients stand before formulas. They balance the equation line. They show moles of substances reacting in a mole ratio every time. 2H2 plus O2 forms 2H2O. 2 moles hydrogen react with 1 mole equations show reacting moles to keep subscripts fixed. Use coefficients, that is the balanced equation clue. For gases, conditions matter. Temperature and pressure guide the way. At room temperature and pressure, 1 mole is 24 dm cubed. We say at standard temperature and pressure, 1 mole has its measured place. 22.4 dm cubed is the volume gases take. 1 mole, 1 count, a number strong and true. 6 times 10 to the 23rd particles in view. 1 mole, 1 count for substances we cannot see. Carbon 12 began the standard, the mole brings chemistry. Molar mass, relative mass, empirical ratios clear. Subscripts show the formula, coefficients make equations fair. Avogadro gives the number, carbon 12 defines the way.